Whether you are a graphic designer working on a Fiverr project or you are a student preparing your presentation, selection of a font is important. As a designer, when you are starting up, your approach is either just based on your gut feeling that this font will look good, or you just look around, what other graphic designers are using and use it. Another approach beginner designers use is simply you try to find out, what font does Discord use, or what font does Twitter use, or what font does Instagram use, and then you use Chrome extensions to identify the font used by someone and use in your own project. But these approaches take a lot of time and effort. In this video, I am going to show you which fonts to use in your projects. I have done a lot of research and reading in preparing this video for you. Most of these fonts are free, but some could be paid, and because I will be showing you at least 2 or 3 alternatives, so you should be able to find the free font for your projects. So I am confident that it will help you select a font, but before I start, if this is the first time you are on my channel, I would highly appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button and like this video. So without further ado, let's get started. So there are 3 main purposes of a font. Number 1 is that a font must be readable, to convey the content to its reader. However, sometimes you purposefully make it decorative or unreadable easily font, but that is a very special and rare case. Number 2, the font should fit well in the overall theme of the design, and the third purpose of selecting a font is that it should convey a specific feeling to its reader. This feeling could be a sense of just a pleasant feeling, or it could be your authority on the subject, or it could be something to enhance the focus of the reader on certain words. The first thing you should understand is that the message a font conveys cannot be easily explained based on the typographic principles. This is because there are subtle things which cause humans to feel in a certain way. So my approach in this video is direct. I am going to suggest to you the fonts for certain applications based on my research and reading about fonts, and then it is up to you to agree or disagree with that. There are 2 bases for the classifications of fonts. Number 1 is based on a serif font versus a sans serif font, and the second basis of the classification is a classic font versus a modern font. Serif fonts have a small stroke at the top and bottom of the letters, while sans serif fonts have a uniform structure and no strokes. Serif fonts are a popular choice for newspapers and books. Sans serif fonts are mostly used on websites and magazines. Classic fonts are used in established brands which are around maybe for the last 100 years. But these are still usable and you can create amazing designs. And now, I am going to give you some of my suggestions and picks which will help you get started with fonts. Number 1, if you want to convey a message of an established brand. And please note, if you are working for some brand as a graphics designer, you may ask a few questions before starting their work. So if your brand should look like an established company, you should use some classic fonts such as Helvetica, Garamond, or Bodoni. These are highly readable, good-looking fonts and you can use them to create high-quality design. Number 2, if you want to convey a message of a new brand, for example you are a new technology company, or a new fashion brand, then you should use fonts like Futura, Morganite. Number 3, for showing authority about a topic in any presentation, you should use some classic fonts such as Helvetica or Baskerville or Goldoni. For authority, also use vintage colors in your presentations. This is just a bonus tip. Number 4, for YouTube thumbnails, you should use fonts like Aileron Heavy, Antonio Bold, League Gothic or Morganite. Number 5, for logo designs, the best fonts are Gotham, Futura, Helvetica or Lato. That is it for today. I hope you liked this video. If so, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.